Good morning, traders. Richard here doing a quick Ichimoku Cloud Chart market review of the Nasdaq 100 Index. We'll start with a weekly big picture review. We've now about 5 weeks into this bull market rally based on the weekly Ichimoku. Price action above the cloud is bullish. We had a fantastic support rebound from this 12.861, this front-end cloud chart support zone, broke through the cloud, and we've had now a couple of weeks of a strong rally. Now we're digging into resistance zone between 4,482, 14,870 and 15,211. So these are the next kind of resistance targets. We hit this 14,482, got through that, very close to 14,870. So there's a resistance zone between these three levels here. So the market might be due for some form of a consolidation. We're very close to these highs here of April of last year. Resistance zones there. So the market might be ripe for a consolidation of this particular move, and the downside risk would be the retest of these support zones there. That cloud chart support zone there, 14,900 and 13,900 and 13,533. These are the downside risk targets in case we get seasonal weakness going into July, August and September. Market could retest these lows, but so far so good. Very strong rally on the weekly Ichimoku with downside risk to these front end cloud chart support levels if this resistance zone resistance level stands. Now turning to the daily, you can see very extended from the top end of the cloud here. We look at the price action between where we are now and the top end of the cloud. So the market is ripe for some form of a consolidation of this move. It's been quite a long, nice rally since the cloud crossed back here, and then another rebound from this cloud chart support level. So we are due for some form of a consolidation of this move. So it could touch out and take out these upside resistance levels in a very volatile fashion, and then come back to reconsolidate and see how good support this cluster of support levels are between the front end of the cloud here at 1421 and the bottom end of the front end of the cloud here at 13,600, 13,756. So these are the front cloud chart support levels in a possible correction and a digestive move, consolidation of this particular move from this cloud chart rebound. So these are the downside risk targets if resistance, this cluster of resistance holds. Now turning to the 4 hour, here we can see quite extended from the top end of the cloud. Expect some form of consolidation to snap back to retest this 14,255 front end cloud chart support level, and then the 14,155, the standard line of the cloud there. These are the downside risk targets if this consolidation period starts, and there's the resistance on the 4 hour. These resistance levels on the 4 hour levels come into play on the 4 hour Ichimoku cloud. So those are the resistance levels to watch out for. 14,870, between 14,870 and 5,211. It's quite a wide resistance zone, and downside risk targets would be a retest of 14,482 in the front end of the cloud here at 14,346, and then 14,000 here. And then in a very weak market we could see a consolidation of this 13,500 and 30,900 downside risk targets on a 4 hour Ichimoku cloud. But so far so good. Price action is above the cloud on all time frames with downside risk, because we now are very extended and very close to key resistance levels on the weekly Ichimoku. One quick point just to remember, if we look at the Nasdaq where we're now, we're roughly about just under 10%, between 8 and 10% away from the 55-day period moving average. So the market's a little bit extended from key moving averages. We can also see it's very extended from the top end of the cloud here, and we can see every time it gets to between this 8 and 9 and 10%, the market is due for a consolidation, a small pullback. So keep that in mind, that the market's a little bit extended where we are now, and we are looking at some form of a consolidation of the recent move. It needs to digest these gains. So that's the downside risk in terms of the Nasdaq 100 index. Until next time, happy cloud chart trading. Bye for now.